Yeah, I'm back. My dough has had just about 12 minutes. I've just stopped it a few seconds shorter. What happens is when it actually mixes, you'll see it creates like a bit of a sticky pool in the bottom. You think, oh, it's a bit of a mess. It's not really doing much there. And you start panicking, thinking, oh, something's gone wrong. I've got the recipe wrong there. But as the gluten begins to strengthen and develop, because that gluten, it reacts as, like we talked about, the proteins react with the water. Let's not go into science because I was rubbish at that in any way. And it produces the stretchiness that we want from our dough to make our bread buns or rolls or baps or whatever you like to call them, the white little fluffy things that you'd stick some ham in and some butter or whatever. We made some butter yesterday. Right, so crack on. What I'm looking for is this to be stretchy, which it is. I'm looking for it to be a little bit shiny, which it is. And I'm looking to take it out of the bowl, which I am. So we'll take this out. If it comes, there we go. Let's take that off there. And let's move that out the road because I ain't got much trouble kicking around in here. So, bag of flour. That's your bag of flour. Scraper. Well, how's that going to stop it sticking? Well, we'll see. I'll show you. So what we're going to do, as you see, it's the gluten's developed. I think that's developed. Yeah, we'd agree there. Yeah, that's definitely developed. And we're going to now what the machine actually does as well is it adds some heat into it, the mechanics of it, friction. Well, let's not go into physics. However, so we're going to take this out of the bowl. So we don't want our dough getting too warm. That's why we start off with cold water. So you might think, well, why cold water? They always say, well, if you're not using a machine, maybe you'll get away with it. Because you can do this by hand. It's a bit of graft. It takes a bit of time, but it's possible, doable. So nothing is like without your reach, unless you just can't do it. So we're going to take it out. Let's get that out there. Here we go. So it's cleanly come out the bowl, which is just what we want. There we go. And there's our bowl, nice and clean, nice and empty. There's my little Daisy. Hello, my Daisy. Hello, baby. Hello. Gonna go out, take you out in a minute. Just wait. I would have to do this first. Oh, it's that face. Honestly, you look at that face, them eyes. I can't resist. To be fair, she's getting operation next week. She's getting spared, so I'll be in tears that day, no doubt. Yeah, honestly, never had a dog before, and now she's my best friend. Anyway, enough of that. Let's crack on with this. So we've turned our dough, and essentially, get down you, Daisy. We're going to turn it into a ball. The way we do that, got a bowl ready with a little bit of olive oil, not swimming. You know, we're not doing the 10 meters in there, but it's enough to coat the bowl. And what we're going to do with this is we are just going to bring it together. So what we do, we get our scraper, and imagine back in the day when you used to scrape wallpaper, this is like wallpaper scraper, and you're confidently going to go into the dough, and we're going to scrape it from, as you see, the sides where it's like untidy. We're going to kind of scrape it like this together. So if you think it's sticking my fingers, just be confident. The slower you go, let's move this down a bit. Don't dip over, man. I want to fall off the tongue again. The slower you go, actually the worse it is. So with confidence, we go around the dough, and if it's sticking that side, we go that side, and we're kind of going round and tucking it to bed. And that's all we're doing. We're creating a skin on the top, so it's called tension. So dough's got like, it'll have a top and bottom now. This will be its top, and it'll stay its top. And this will dry out. Underneath, it'll be sticky. So what we're actually doing is we're pushing it in underneath, tucking it into itself, putting it to bed. And the more we do that, the more smooth this is going to look on the top. And that's all we're looking for, a smooth dough. Now there's different methods. So I'm going around like this. You could, as long as it's not too sticky, you put your hands behind it like that, cup and pull back like that. And cup and pull back like that. Pull back like that. So it's a touch sticky, so you're going to end up in a bit of a mess doing that particular way. But if it's a bit dry, you can. And I've said to you before, if the dough is too sticky, just go away for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, go and have a cup of tea, come back, and it'll be drier on the top and it won't be as sticky. That's the way it works. Just forms the skin on the top. So I've got another method of doing it. So I can go around like that. I can get my hands underneath and I can cup it like that, but it is sticking it a touch. I can use this in one hand and that to steady it and kind of turn it, and using this to kind of, this to steady it, this to turn it. Or there's another method which I've recently just discovered. And if you put your scraper down like that, put your hand there and just pull it like that, then turn it round. And you see how it's like just one motion, picking it up, and it's just getting tighter and tighter and tighter. Effortless. Honestly, I could do this all day. Which you think, please don't. You've been on long enough now. I know. Right, and that's it. That's we've all done. Done about 2 minutes ago, but we have to have a little chat, don't we? There we go. So we're just going to pick that up. So it's a nice smooth ball. It's tucked in. Like I said, the surface is nice and smooth. It's all done, and we're going to put that in the bowl. And we're going to now leave that till at least doubles in size, and that's going to take us about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Don't forget, this one's only got 1 sachet yeast in, which is standard for 500 grams. I've been using 2 sachets for the other breads because they're more of an enriched dough, so it takes a bit more oomph to get through your butter and your eggs and the like that's in there. And the reason we're making it kind of a wet dough, which we talked about, is because if you imagine the drier it is, the tighter it is, because there's more flour. So the dough, the yeast is trying to feed off the flour, and it produces the carbon dioxide, which gives us the air bubbles, which expands it. So if you ever blow up like a balloon, which is really like a stiff balloon, and you're blowing and you go blue in the face and it hardly moves, you're going to pass out blowing this balloon up. It's like that with a dry loaf. So it's trying to do its thing, and it's really struggling to kind of get it blow up. With this, with a wetter dough, it's less strong, if you like. It allows it's less tight. So it allows it to stretch that bit easier. That's why you get a lighter dough, the wetter it is, obviously within reason, and it just allows it to expand that bit easier. So it's like blowing a flat blown up, if you like. Obviously you need structure there. We won't get into all that, but just that's the reason we make it wet. So that's it, in the bowl, 2 hours, come back, and I'll wash my hands, get rid of the dough, take Daisy out. I've got some sourdough in the oven, and we'll come back and make some buns. See you soon. Bye for now.